Nearly 1/5 of the world's traded oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz, much of it destined for Asian and European nations. Lucian Pugliaresi at the Energy Policy Research Foundation says any attempt to block the shipping route could send oil markets into a frenzy.
If there were an action by Iran to close the Strait of Hormuz, we would probably see an initial spike of oil prices. Who knows? $40, $50, $60 a barrel.
With fuel demand rising in China and other emerging nations, the severity and length of higher fuel prices would depend largely on how long the strait remained closed and whether other oil-producing countries stepped in to fill the demand.
The real issue here is that we are part of a highly integrated world oil market, and that a disruption in any place in the world causes consequences everywhere in the world.
The latest round of European sanctions includes freezing Iranian assets and banning its oil imports to Europe. Iranian lawmakers responded Monday by renewing threats to shut down the strategic route. Many Western analysts believe Iran is bluffing, but Pugliaresi is not so sure. Oil accounts for 80% of Iran's foreign revenue, about 2 million barrels per day.
Once you close the Strait of Hormuz, and then once you take actions to open it up, there's no telling what the Iranians might do. They may engage in a lot of what's called asymmetric responses, which could add to a lot of turmoil in the Middle East.
The United States has warned it will not allow Iran to close the strait. However, the threat of a blockade has already sent U.S. gasoline prices to a 12-month high.
It's sort of like I'm throwing money away, each time.
One day it's reasonable. Next day it's outrageous.
Pugliaresi says instability in many of the world's largest oil-producing nations is adding to economic uncertainty for consumers and could derail an already weak global recovery. He says it also underscores the need for the U.S. to greatly expand its domestic energy production. Arcega, VOA News.